I was listening to the gospel teacher teach on Pastor Bynum and how she once had a rich anointing, now look like she's going the other way. What makes a person that know God go the other way? I don't know about her, but I would say the depths of God. We all have this beautiful, lovely, clear, and safe picture of God. God is the good one. Satan is the bad one. When you die, go to heaven, and you're going to get your mansion, and everything is going to be all good. And we all have that lovely harmony picture about God. But God is a person with needs. And Revelation chapter 4, 1 through 11, it says, all things is created for his pleasure, and his pleasure is without limits. And I don't know if I'm going to jump from page 1 to page 41, but I'm just going to say it. The depths of God and his needs can be unattractive. When Job, I believe it was, asked God, what do you eat? God said, if I was hungry, I wouldn't tell you. God being a person, we get our needs from him. We need to eat, drink, mate. We get it from him. And everything that's inside of us is inside of him because he put it there. What do he eat? What he eat is you. Who do you mate with? The human category. Anything he want, to mate with. How he mate? He invites you on the throne. He drains the life out of you. God said, quote, I need to mate until the brink of death, and I will repair you later. When you get into the depths of God, it make you want to run the other way. You love him, you care about his needs, but when he need you, drain the life out of you and repair you later. Later could be his choice. 1,000 years later, 1,000,000,000 years, 2 billion years. You know that suspicion that you have in the world? Well, this woman looked like Pearl Bailey, and this man looked like he was from the 18th century. He here today? Yeah, it looked like that. But anyway, repair you later. Look like that. So basically, like I said, I'm jumping from page 1 to page 41. So you have people who died and went to heaven, don't want to be there. So God, when he feel rejected, feel like you don't want him, the only option he have for you, I'd accept my ways, my needs, respect them, allow me to do what I want, or go into outer darkness. So the biggest fight that we have against God is, I believe, if you expand yourself, we want a God to bow to praise. We want to respect your needs. God said another quotation, quote, I cannot stop creating and breeding if I wanted to. So my argument with him is, expand yourself. Get you about 1 billion planets out there, big enough to carry a trillion people or two. So by the time you get to me or you, and 30 years probably went by, 300 years probably went by. But if you cram your creation between heaven and hell and say, if you don't want me touching you, if you don't want me eating you, if you don't want my ways, if you don't want me, you see, his ways is him, his needs is him. This is the problem that I have with God. God said, you told me you didn't want me. I said, no, I don't want your ways the way you do it. Well, my ways is me. I don't agree with that. I think there's a better way of doing things. Okay? When you trespass against your creation, he will block his kingdom door and say, I don't want you. No, we don't want you either the way you are. Like I said, you expand yourself, you get you some planets out there, you learn to respect your creation, keep us safe, and stop fighting against us. Stop tearing us apart. Stop throwing us out in the midst of wolves and all those other madness that he do. So anyway, he want to see it his way. He just want heaven. He just want hell. He want to eat. He want to maintenance the brink of death. And again, when he give you water and fruit and vegetables to eat from, he draining that juice, that freshness out of you. So you're like, I don't want to say you're like a juice bottle, and everything he put inside of you is his fresh food. Or maybe you can see this guy had talent this way. Our food live outside the refrigerator. Our pigs, our sheep, lamb meat lives outside the refrigerator. So does his. Fish swim. We know how to swim too. So nothing about his Godhead has changed. So basically, you see these people out here talking about some edible, I love the Lord. Yeah, you love the Lord. But when you get into the depths of the Lord and find out he love you too, and just how much he love you too, you're going to either wish you was never born. But God is a cold-blooded God. I'm going here. If you say, okay, I will meet with you. I will have kids for you, Lord. Okay, you did had, you've been up there. Now you know how to live long in heaven. You've been up there 1,000 years. You done gave him 50 kids. Remember, he's the spirit of life. The moment you say, not him, you, well, I don't want to breed anymore. Let's stop this. You have just rejected the spirit of life, and he created another option on where you should go. Now you're going to hell. You know what he told me and my spirit daughter? If I decide to leave him and go to hell, my spiritual kids is going to hell too. Kids come that never had flesh. I have 8 kids by the Lord. They never sinned, never had flesh. Only one survived down here. But long story short, believe it or not. But anyway, he sent my spirit daughter to tell me that if I decide to turn around and leave them, they're going to hell too. See, he's cold-blooded like that. He's a God that can't stand rejection. He don't like failure, or he don't like problems, period. Everything must go his way. But I showed him a lot about his ways that just don't add up. He's a God that don't even care to clean up behind himself when he make a mistake. And we're tired of serving a God that wants you to walk upright, that wants you to keep your body clean so you can drain it one day. We're tired of God who don't have an interest in getting folk out of hell that he put in, innocent folk. Hell is packed with innocent people that never sinned against him. All right? When the Bible tell you that man is a fallen man, nah, man is not a fallen man. I told you cannot charge your creation with the eyesight of 2 sins when I only had 1. When the third Trinity warned our first parents, Adam and Eve, in the garden, that they had do not partake of the forbidden fruit or you will die. They only had one side to see everything. Very good. To die was good. To partake was good. Not to partake was good. The Satan serpent, he was good too. So it was afterwards they partook of it. Then their eyes was open. Now they know what evil is, which means that a third Trinity warned them before not to do evil thing. You see what I'm saying? So now I brought it to third Trinity's attention. That's what God, ain't he going to go back and let Sodom and Gomorrah, the folk out of hell? Third Trinity said those days are gone. Well, if those days are gone, then you need to be gone too. Down there doing a time of hell with them, because you are the same God who packed hell out with innocent people. They supposed to sin against you. He's saying the same thing today. He just don't want to understand. You showing up to people today in darkness. You're about to burn up 8 billion plus people. That's not guaranteed to pass any Sunday now. Saying the same thing, same as you said back then. They're showing up in darkness. They supposed to sin against you. Man did not fall against you. Oh God, you sinned against us. And we're tired of trying to keep our spirit clean. The Bible said his ways is not our ways. His ways is higher than our ways. So when a God fall on you and make you sin, good God Almighty, we supposed to be demons. Brethren, you're talking about this pastor, so-and-so pastor, the head anointed, but they ain't got it now. We supposed to be all messed up. We got a higher God that fell on us, not 1, not 2, but 3. And whatever a sin or mistake third Trinity made in the Garden of Eden, charge it to Jesus. And God the Father, like the world said, where were you when the lights went out? So we got 3 all-power gods that have no interest in cleaning up behind themselves, but they want us to walk upright, fast, pray, tithe, go to church, forsake not to assemble. We're in the days where he told you the love of many will wax cold. We're waxing cold. We love him, we want to respect him, but he ain't got no respect for himself. What kind of God is this? Basically, that's you, brethren. Talking about some this preacher backslid. That's you, brethren. If somebody showed God that he put you in hell, and he said, well, those days are gone, he don't have no interest in going back to get you. That's what we're mad about. That's what we're pissed off about. He don't care to clean up behind himself. But he want you to go to hell. He don't want to expand himself. He don't want to do right. That's what we don't want. You just want to judge. You just want to live in a holy place. Can't nobody with him. So when you go the other way, he said, well, you left me. You went into the world. No, we didn't leave you. The world wasn't more attractive than you. You had some hope for yourself. All you need to do is learn to listen to your creation. If we're making sense, change your ways. Stop holding your heavenly kingdom door saying, well, I don't want to, you can't come in. We don't want to come in. And you ain't worth going to hell for. We want you to plant a fish in the south. You in the north, set one in the south.
Give us another choice. You sin against us. Set it in the west. Set it in the east. Too mean. You don't want us. You can't come in. We don't want to come in no nasty place. No trashy kingdom. With old slum god ain't interested in cleaning up behind himself. That's what our problem is. We're tired of following, or whatever you call it, a God that is content in negative mode.